Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below if you're so motivated to do so. Well, as long as we've known Oprah Winfrey, we've always known two people to be by her side, and that's Stedman and Gayle King. We all know that Gayle King is the best friend of Oprah Winfrey. Times hit a Gayle has always been in the shadow of Oprah, perhaps not in the beginning of their friendships, but as Oprah's star grew and grew brighter and brighter, as a loyal friend, she allowed Gayle to go along for the ride. And that's very nice and loyal and of course. But recently, when Taraji P. Henson and a few cast members came on the Sirius XM Gayle King show, Gayle opened up a can of worms that resulted in a huge backlash for Oprah. And it got me thinking, why would Gayle ask Taraji that question? Now, Gayle isn't a novice, someone who's a novice journalist. Gayle has been a journalist for a long, long time. And I'm sure she didn't ask Taraji that question just off the top of her head. She said that she had heard that Taraji was considering leaving acting. Well, the good journalist that Gayle King is, she had to have known why she was thinking of leaving acting. When Taraji said that she, in an emotional, you know, statement to the world and on the show that she was thinking of leaving acting and she had her Monique moment and broke down, she said it was because of the racism, the discrimination as far as pay when it comes to black actors. Now, Gail knew that Monique had a big issue with calling out Oprah, among others, as far as fueling this pay disparity and not using any power or authority that she has to try to make things better. So it makes me wonder, why would Gail even ask this question? She had to have known that it was going to cause some sort of backlash for her best friend. Now, a little bit about the two of them. Oprah had said in an interview a little while ago that Oprah had told the Times that she and Gail had different upbringings. Gail grew up with a swimming pool and a housekeeper in Turkey, where her dad worked for the U.S. government. Some would say that that's lifestyle for the average Black American child. While Oprah's teenage mom worked as a maid in rural Mississippi, but they still found common ground in their experiences with racism and being teased for sounding quote unquote white, as well as their shared dreams and pride in their heritage. Oprah said, quote, "We were two black girls who loved being black, who loved the experience of growing up black girls in America. And we felt our value system was very much the same. Our dreams were the same." Oprah added, "Both of us grew up as black girls striving to do better in our lives." Well, we all know that sometimes when you and a sibling or friend have the same dreams, well, when one starts to do very, very phenomenally well, and one pretty much is stagnated, let's get real. A lot of things that Gail got is because of her connection to Oprah. Maybe not in the very, very beginning of their careers, but as Oprah really took off, Gail pretty much just hitched a ride on Oprah's back. And recently, Gayle King's show, Gayle King and Charles Barkley paired up and had a recent talk show called King Charles. The name of the show alone sounds absolutely ridiculous, but I digress. So Charles Barkley and Gayle King, CNN show alleged flop, network reconsidering. King Charles, the new CNN talk show hosted by Charles Barkley and Gayle King, has been riddled with low ratings, blows, and personality differences. I mean, who would have thought that this would work? Charles Barkley and Gayle King's new talk show on CNN is already making headlines, but for the wrong reasons. Due to low ratings, the network is reconsidering the King Charles show, which debuted its first episode November 29th. Radar Online reported the news weeks after its release, with the program only mustering 500,000 viewers in its inaugural airing. The ratings, according to the tabloid, are the lowest ever for a news show on the platform. Only thing I'm going to do is wrap this up with a bow. Gayle, I see you, honey. I know that a lot of people are coming at Oprah's neck. And of course, I think that Oprah and any Black person that's in a space or in the power to do more to advocate for their people should, because we need to live in a world of fairness and equality. And it's not going to be that way if we don't make it that way. But I think that, and you can let me know what you think in the comments. I think that Gayle felt some sort of way about her show being such a big, embarrassing flop that she wanted to muster up some sort of controversy on her SiriusXM show by asking Taraji that question, knowing what Taraji was going to say. Gayle had to have known why Taraji was talking about quitting acting. And she had to have known that Oprah was going to get the Black beehive coming after her for hurting these Black actors of the color purple. Now, a lot of people are saying that Oprah had no control over what they were paid and this and that and so forth. A lot of people are saying that what Taraji is saying echoes what Monique has been saying about Oprah all along, that she's messy, that she's underhanded, and that she doesn't really care about Black people and this and that. Gayle is not in a vacuum. She knows what people are saying about her friend. She knows how Oprah feels behind closed doors about how people are talking about her and what people are saying about her. So why she would bring this up and open up the floodgate like this, knowing that it could spark a backlash of color purple, knowing how connected Oprah is to this color purple, the book, the first movie that we saw that Oprah was in The Color Purple, she knew how important this movie was to Oprah. And for her to purposely bring something out that was surrounded with controversy, to me, because I know people very well, I think that that was a sign that there's jealousy from Gayle towards Oprah. It doesn't matter ladies, how good of a friend you are to someone. It doesn't matter how long you've been friends with someone. They can sometimes be jealous of you or your success. It could be you found a good man and you're settling down or you're getting married. They could be standing right there at your wedding jealous of you. You could have a baby. They could be jealous of that. Your career could be taking off. They could be jealous of that. Gayle has sat in the shadows of Oprah for so long. And for her recent show on CNN to get the lowest rating that the network has ever seen, just about. Wait a minute. Let me double check. Is it the lowest that was ever seen? Yeah, according to the reports, the ratings, according to the reports, are the lowest ever for a new show on the platform. And for some reason, it is just a season of revelations. It's a season for hidden things coming to light. Now, I'm sure Oprah is a fun person to hang out with, a good person to talk to. She's wealthy, so if she cares about you, I'm sure she'll make sure you're good, right? And make sure you have whatever opportunities that she can get for you. And Gayle has benefited from that for a very, very long time. And people like Gayle, I can't help but wonder, are you really a friend or are you just going along for the ride? Because it's a good ride, isn't it? I mean, you have a person that you met with barely anything, just like you, and she rose to the top and she didn't push you aside or dump you along the side of the road. She actually let you ride along with her. And the thanks she gets at the end of it all is a friend who's showing signs to me, showing signs of some sort of envy or jealousy. She knew good and damn well what she was doing when she asked Taraji Henson about her quitting acting. And she knew why she was considering quitting acting. She wanted to create a stink, a fart around the color purple. So people will say, well, I'm not going to go see that movie. I'm not going to see that because of what Oprah did to Taraji and the black cast. Monique was right. So instead of the color purple having all of this positive press leading up to its opening on Christmas, it's all of this negative press. Gayle has been in the business long enough to know how that goes. Let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, and subscribe. This is Wonders of a Black Woman. I see you, Gayle. Peace.